So why does your hair change texture, or why do things happen over time, especially, say you're 14, 13, and then all of a sudden now you're like 19 and you're like, my hair's, it's getting darker. I had blonde hair, now it's getting more of like a medium brown. Or my hair was like a lot more wavy and curly. Now as I'm getting older, my hair is getting a little more straight. What's happening? Well, I mean, simply that's what happens over time, okay? I get so many people asking me like, how do I fix that? You can't fix it, right? It's if like you started growing, you didn't have any facial hair, when you're younger, like a teenager, like 13 or something, or 12. Then by the time you're 17, 18, you've got a full beard like me. And you're like, wait, how does it happens. That's the way the body works. And so if you have a hair type where, say your hair was perfectly pin straight, right? So you've got a hair like this, and the hair is pin straight, and all of a sudden, as you start to get older, your hair may start to get thinner, or it may start to get thicker. Chances are, things are gonna happen with your body, head to toe, that progress as you get older, right? So that could be just a normal part of life. I hate to say it. There's certain things about me, like they were different when I was 17 than they are now. Same thing, right? So, and the reason you're probably questioning all this is because you're going through it right now. So it's part of life. It's going to happen no matter what. If you do, say for example, your hair was like one way from the age of like, up until about 14 years old, you're like, oh my God, my hair was perfect. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, now I'm starting to see like a side part. Why is that happening? Maybe your hair is getting thicker as you get older, and the weight of it is causing it to kind of have more of a side part. Are you growing your hair longer? If your hair is getting longer, it's going to naturally side part. If you say, for example, I know people like who have a child, like, oh, I just had a baby, I lost so much hair, or my hair was like super curly during my pregnancy, and now I lost so much hair. It's part of the body. Something extreme is happening. So as you go through phases, your hair could change, right? And you just have to accept it and work with it. So, if your hair goes from one way, like I mentioned, it's probably not going to go back to the way it was that you liked it maybe for most of your life when you're younger. Hair gets a little bit darker, I notice, as you get older, and then it may go through a phase where it turns gray or white. So the color is, leaving the hair, right? You're losing the pigment of it, so it's gonna become gray. That's what happens when the hair turns gray. The pigment, you lose the pigment of it, the color. That happens as you get older, right? Your hair may get a little bit thinner as you get older. Doesn't mean you're losing your hair necessarily, but the hair could be getting a little bit finer or thinner as you get older. So you are going to go through phases no matter what. And you just have to come to terms with it. And if you want to change your hairstyle, or you want to work around what's happening to your hair, talk to your professional, right? I'm not the one cutting your hair, or you're not paying me to cut your hair. So the person who you are paying, talk to them. Say, hey, I've noticed, like, as I'm getting older, my hair is getting a bit, more dry, or it's getting thicker, or my hair was straight, and now all of a sudden I'm noticing like the last couple of months, it's getting like curly or wavy. I'm like, how is that even happening? Well, that's just the way it is. You're getting older, things are changing. Talk to them so they can give you the haircut that's gonna work with your hair. That's really literally what it comes down to, okay? So let me know in the comments below, are you experiencing any hair changes? Are you, a younger individual, and now you're maybe, 15, 16, or 17, or you're a lot older than that, and you're noticing some hair changes? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe we can come up with some, solutions and see what's going on, right? Don't forget, use code YouTube20, that's YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.